MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com and RockAuto.com.
The Cherokee Nation is located in a 9,000 square mile area of northeastern Oklahoma. Unlike other reservations, Cherokee tribal land is checkerboarded in and around state jurisdictions, and Cherokee citizens are very much a part of the local communities. So maintaining their own civic infrastructure and preserving Cherokee culture while keeping pace with modern society is a vital task.
Well, our belief, and it's one that's held our people together for generations, is that we look 7 generations into the future. We look at what our actions today are doing for generations from now. And I think in the world we live in today, it's important to reduce our carbon footprint, look for avenues to explore green energy. And I'm standing next to our solar canopy, which is one of our key initiatives to meet that objective, reduce that carbon footprint. Think ahead to future generations to make sure that this reservation that we're on right now is going to be clean and pristine, hopefully cleaner as we go by, thanks to these kind of initiatives for generations in the future.
The Indian Nation's Council of Governments is also home to the Tulsa Area Clean Cities Coalition, easing the way for the Cherokee Nation and other tribal partners to team up through clean cities on a number of clean vehicle projects. This solar canopy, completed in 2017, currently houses 8 free public Level 2 electric car charging outlets at the Cherokee Nation's main administrative complex. It generates up to 58,000 kilowatt hours per year and augments grid power supplied to the buildings when not used for charging vehicles. When it was installed, there were actually very few electric vehicles registered in the area. But in a classic case of build it and they will come, the local EV population and demand for charging has grown rapidly.
Since we've installed this canopy, we've seen both the number of electric vehicles utilizing this increase. We have to actually increase the number of stalls available. And we also have, since that time, purchased a number of electric vehicles to supplement our tribal fleet operations.
Once complete, the solar site's electric vehicle charging capacity will be doubled to 16. The Cherokee Nation's EV initiative also includes 4 DC fast chargers and additional Level 2s installed or planned for tribal lands throughout the area, as well as a significant investment in public transportation.
So we have an electric school bus here at the Cherokee Nation. I think it's the first in the region. We have some electric transit buses, which we think are the first for a rural-based transit system in the United States.
With just 2,000 fluent speakers remaining, attrition of tribal elders through natural causes and from the COVID pandemic has threatened the very viability of the Cherokee language for the future. This electric school bus transports students in the Cherokee Nation's groundbreaking language immersion program, where new generations of native speakers are being trained to teach others and keep this vital link to the past alive. These newly arrived Proterra electric transit buses carry bilingual signage throughout the interior to act as a reminder to all of the importance of not just preserving but continuing Cherokee traditions.
If you go elsewhere in the reservation, you'll see community organizations that are really the hub and the lifeblood of these little communities that, again, have existed since before the state of Oklahoma was here. We have to connect people from home to work and home and the health centers. Doing that in an environmentally sustainable way is important, and those transit buses are a big part of that. And there's a little bit of a teaching moment about where does energy come from? How do we harness something like the sunlight to power this little community? So those sorts of things, I think, are sparking some interest among young people, which that's of particular interest to me because they're the ones that are going to take on leading this nation in the future.